Alright, let's go! 0.3 is here, and with it, a massive amount of changes, additions, and fixes. If you haven't yet, please check out my video covering the patch notes after this one. But we're starting off here in the options menu for choosing between offline and online mode, and for me, the majority of my gameplay is going to be online, but we'll be having a ton of fun with offline mode very soon here on the channel. Now, the next thing we'll quickly check here before we jump into the game is the ability to edit our appearance. Something that I've really looked forward to seeing. I'm gonna touch my guy up really quickly here before we get rolling in the game. Alright, so we're finally jumping into the game here, and we've got our new trader, Catherine. She just decided to up and move into the house. And Cornholio, you're naked again, man. What happened to your clothes? So now let's quickly go over our stats and look at the soft caps and the hard caps that have been applied here, just so that we could kind of get a feel for the stat changes that have come here to the game. So let's take a look at my latest build here in the game, the Mixed Magic Melee build. And first off, for our melee damage, we had 82,062 before the update. And after the update, not only did our outfit get a glow up that looks amazing here, I really enjoy the tier 3 Carnute, but as well, our melee damage wasn't dropped by too much. It was only dropped by about 4,000, and most of the differences in our stats are not anything too detrimental to the point where our builds have become obsolete here, which is awesome to see. I think it's kind of toned things down a little bit, but not too much to the point where fun has been removed. Even our ridiculous ranged build has been pretty much untouched. Our Anidia shotgun build hasn't seen any changes at all, which I'm really surprised by. I thought this one would have been kind of hit the worst by the soft caps and hard caps, but it's great to see that we're able to dish out just mental amounts of damage still. Man, I am really glad that our builds have survived 0.3's new caps here in the game. I had hope and had faith that I put them together well enough, but it's great to see here that they're still incredibly viable options. But now, let's see what Catherine is selling and, more importantly, what her prices are. So first off, for hats, we've got the Hunter's hat here, 250 Hope Essence, I believe is what that is. And then the two scarves, I very much like the checkered scarf, that's nice. And then the Sentinels bundle, which I'm really excited for. I think that that's going to have some huge implications on our next build here in the game. Black Pudding, good old Black Pudding. You could buy typical resources from them, that's cool, I didn't expect to see that. Buy mixed plants, hey, cool. The stave brazier, the stave table. See if these, oh, okay, we can't see that anymore. Okay, that's cool. The carved stave chair. I'm really curious if these guys are going to come with their own like augmentations for crafting stations and stuff. And then the creature trophy, which is kind of like a new type of furniture here in the game. That's awesome. And then the dual drinking horns. Okay, these ones are like actually labeled. Okay, so that's for the axe picks. And that is for the axe picks. Cool. Very cool. And also very interestingly, you could buy all the way up to the excellent level now, right off the bat, just from Catherine here. So that's pretty cool too. But now let's make our way off to a Swamp Astrolab so that way we could pick up the new spell that was introduced in the latest update. Also, a small change. I'm sad to see it go, but it's okay. I'll get used to it. They've removed the ability to multi-dodge in the air. It was fun while it lasted, definitely. Maybe it could be something the devs could look at adding as like a tool or maybe a feature, a realm card or something like that in the future. But either way, yeah, small change. Another small change is that you now take falling impact even in a low gravity card. So that's something I'm gonna have to get used to. I'm gonna be breaking my legs all over the place now. Oh man, the information screen now is really cool. It's really detailed. You can even see what the final build was made out of here. So that's really cool too. and then all of the infusions and all of that stuff. I like it, man. Alright, so we've got something to talk about here really quickly. We're going to dive further into this in a future video, but realm cards now all seemingly have bonus effects outside of just the standard provisioner and hunt maybe having some differences. So now there's reasons to go off to an astrolabe and pick up a whole bunch of stone and ore, and so we're going to be talking about specializing your realms very soon here on the channel. I really love the like black hole skybox. It's such a crazy vibe. But we gotta make our way off to the trader here. The map's really zoomed in. I'm gonna have to see if it's like that for other realms too. What are you doing? In my face! What the heck? Oh, I think I found one of the new wisps. Get back here. Collect essence. Oh, okay, tier 2 essence. Interesting. Okay, so I guess these guys, wisps, are now just kind of like normal mob spawns out in the world. That's cool. But we're gonna have to figure out which ones drop the hope essence. Okay, so interestingly, the essence hierarchy has kind of changed here in the game. So now we can start calling the plain essence tier 1 essence, and that feels kind of a little bit better than just like starting at tier 0 and then 1 through 3. You know, I think it's better. Alright, so let's pick up Track Offering. I don't know if this one's gonna benefit us too much, but it'll be an interesting spell to mess around with. Here's the new sniper dudes too. Oh, hey! We're gonna wait to fight them though until we can fight them at max level in an ascended realm. And I thought so. I believe this is going to be the one to draw up Hope Essence. Okay. Hopeful Essence, yes! Awesome! Oh, and he like dips down into the ground? Oh, and we got a sniper aiming at us here. The sound effect for the sniping is so cool. Alright, let's grab more of this Hopeful Essence. Yeah, you can totally just like spam click on them too, it seems. Okay, and it seems like there's less as we go through. Oh, and this is a tiered enemy, I think. Bam! Advanced Lacunas and tier 2 Lacunas. Okay, cool. Oh, I got snipers like on all the hills around me. What? Okay, so we got a dude there, a dude there. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so now we're in an ascended astrolabe here. Let's see how much damage these guys do. Okay. A pretty decent little chunk of damage. Not too much, though. It's not, like, horrible amounts of damage. They also drop this smoke bomb, too. Let's see if he'll do it. Come on, guy. And so that gives you, like, a kind of, like distorted effect here on the screen. Very cool. They don't seem to have very much health though, which makes sense for kind of more ranged enemy. Oh, you can't attack during this too. Dude. Nice. Oh, cool, and it seems like enemies are dropping Hopeful Essence too. I heard that, but I hadn't seen any drop yet, so maybe it drops more in the higher difficulties. We also got 2 Hopeful Essence for completing that activity. Learning new things, man. Man, clearing a tower is kind of crazy now with all of the tiered enemies around. Oh, not a good time. Not a good time to get, like, flashbang. Okay, so new enemy types, a lot of fun. The Hope Essence gathering, also equally a ton of fun. But something that I'm really curious about here is how the ornate blunderbuss is going to perform here in the game, and how much better it's going to be than our typical blunderbuss. So let's pick this up really quickly from the miscellaneous essence trader from the watch. I'm going to put together a video collecting all of the new trades because it seems like there's a lot more in 0.3 here than there was in 0.2. So stay tuned for that, probably after the Hope Essence farming video. So we're going to be making our blunderbuss pretty much purely out of an idea here today. It seems like it's the best option for making a decent blunderbuss here in the game. And then we're going to make the handle of this out of tier 5 swamp wood gilded with an idea. Alright, and let's put that all together to make what hopefully will be a pretty decent blunderbuss here, ornate blunderbuss. You can see that we're hitting the soft cap on movement speed, and that usually is going to happen when you're making a full Enidia weapon. Interestingly, you can use Hopeful Essence when making an infusion, which is cool. It's the same level as tier 4, but that might be a use for it after you're done buying all the things from the store. Okay, so let's apply our infusions here and see how strong this thing gets. I feel like it's going to be pretty strong here, all things considered. Yeah, 5,002 damage. That's pretty good, man. 95,000 damage total. And I'm not too sure, but reloading felt a little bit snappier there. Either way, it's still so fun to do this. Can we get another one? Wow, these grenades are expensive, dude. 1,300 essence. What? Alright, and now we're coming off to a Swamp Ascended Provisioner realm to pick up the Dauntless Throwing Knives and see how good they are. Okay, so we're going to be making our Dauntless Throwing Knife out of an Etched Pursuit ingot, and then we're going to be making it with tier 5 swamp wood gilded with an idea, so that way we could get some good range damage as well as really good crit damage here. And then for our prodigious explosive grenade here, we're going to use an idea for our ingot, we're going to use sulfur for our gunpowder, we're going to use a tier 3 advanced arcane wick for our wick here because it adds range damage now, which is really nice to see. And then lastly, we're going to use bronze for just a little bit more durability. And in the end here, we wind up with a throwing knife that does 612 damage with a 3.7 multiplier, and we have the explosive grenade with 3,222 damage, which is just going to be obscene when we start throwing those around. And then one last thing to check here before we start running some vaults and seeing what the drops are like. So we have the ability to speak with Cornelius. Okay, that brings up the older menu, that's cool. And then manage his inventory, tell him to follow me, tell him to stand still, that's gonna be amazing. And then the set behavior and work here, that's great. I really like this. I'm definitely gonna take advantage of the stand still function. Oh, and cool, the grenades have like a little set of horns on them now. That's awesome. I thought because the throwing knives didn't change their model, the grenades maybe didn't, but that's awesome. Okay, so let's try out the throwing knives first. Swing and a miss. 81,000. Very, very nice. This guy's running all crazy. Yeah, 81k. That's not too bad. 16 million? What's that? 16 million? What the heck? 214,000 damage is all over the place, dude. That's hilarious. Okay, and this guy's like a tiered one. Oh. Cornholio, look out! Okay, so let's try out the grenade next. And interestingly, we're only getting one hopeful essence from each of the things, so kind of interesting to take note of here. Alright, let's take out the headbutt guy. There we go. And the new tiered bruisers have a lot of health. Let's try out the blunderbuss. Whoa. Okay. I was gonna say, how many times is the charm of ammunition gonna happen there? Alright. And then boom! Nice! Oh, and a tiered knight! Oh, he looks sick. I think the Nightbound are probably my favorite. Got him. And yeah, these grenades are just absolutely crazy. Whoa! Can we still kill him with just backstabs? Oh, he's got so much health, dude. There we go, nice. Okay, and the new tiered Fabled Sun Giant. Let's get ourselves a morale boost going here. And then hit him with a throwing knife. Bam! Just big chunks of damage, man. That's great. Oh, come on. All right, let's quickly hop back here. Seems like the whirlwind almost stops your movement a little bit more. Oh, dude. Don't want to get hit by that. All right, let's get him here. Oh, excuse me. All right, let's heal. Oh, poor Cornholio, just getting launched everywhere. Oh, we almost got him. There we go. Oh, no. That was great. That was a lot of fun, actually. And I definitely think he was a lot more strong because of the tiering. Okay, and for the tier 3 Fabled Sun Giant, I believe it's adding crit. I can't remember if tier 3 or if the Fabled Sun Giant gave crit before. So that's cool. And then is there... No, it's just the Fabled Sun Giant that's been improved. But still, that's going to be a lot of fun to use. Alrighty, folks, so this update is huge. So many new materials to gather and grind. The new tiered enemies put up a great fight. The new realm differences. New weapon tiers with the blunderbuss and all its fun. The throwing knives, which are deadly now. And the grenades, which didn't need any help. And we're only just getting started here, as we have the new missions and new clothing to look into, refining builds, and everything else along the way here. So if you enjoyed this video, maybe consider giving a thumbs up or subscribing to stick around. Stay tuned for that Hope Essence farming guide later on today. But for now, thank you for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, peace.